favorite is Cuban Andy Lee out of London, England, but moved to Ireland at the age of 14. And Ray Lee did get knocked down in the first round against John Jackson by a big right hook on the jaw. A couple of fights back, but he did get right up, got right back up, and eventually knocked out Jackson 4 rounds later. So he does show a solid chin.
Well, I'm looking at Peter Killen, as a matter of fact, to see there's no perspiration on his body. Neither Andy Lee, which means they didn't warm up too well. I'm very concerned to see whether or not Peter is able to just forget about yesterday. That's all behind him now.
Quillen at 31-0, 22 by knockout. 15 of the knockouts have come in 2 rounds or less. And going up against a southpaw in Lee, although his right hook has been more dangerous than a straight left, gets the left in right there.
Did you see that punch attempted by Peter? He threw it as a looping right hand. Those kind of shots are very effective against a southpaw. But Andy being so tall, it makes it a little difficult. He needs to get inside his right foot, Lee's right foot.
Now let's go to BJ.
You see Quillen kind of measuring up Andy Lee here. Andy Lee in that southpaw stance. Both guys are kind of posturing in front of each other right now. First round, still trying to size each other up, but good punch by Andy Lee a few moments ago, guys.
And remember, Quillen has had that long layoff. His last fight last April, 12-round unanimous decision over Lucas Konechny, an experienced fighter, but it was all Quillen. Quillen's 4 previous fights, missed Quillen landing before Konechny. He had come up with 12 knockdowns of his opponents.
I saw something when Peter came in, his right hand was down, and Andy attempted to throw a left hand. He has to be very careful of that punch, a straight left hand from the southpaw. You see it again.
Andy Lee turning pro in 2000. Oh! Lee goes down. A right hand by Quillen puts Lee down.
Hey, are you all right? Are you all right? You see move. All right.
15 seconds remaining in round 1. Quillen continues to back.
This punch of the round is brought to you by PBBRTV.
The sports special is being presented to you by Tapgo and brought to you by Alaksan FR. Isang Alaksan tapos ang laban and impart by Salem Bed Converge Kings Herbal Plus. Mahalagang paalala, ang Kings Herbal ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.